What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowok back at it with another content video. Obviously, it doesn't have a category where it's going to go, but obviously now we're getting first photos that are released of what the Titanic, or not Titanic, the Titan sub from the Titanic exploration that those five set out on the 18th, or that were gone missing. And now the first photo is released of the recovered Titan submersible wreckage. I want to see what this looks like because there's been so many different people that have been mentioning what it looks like, how it happened, whatever have you. And I definitely want to know. So with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe before we go any further to get more content when it comes to like videos like this or anything when it comes to my channel. Make sure you guys hit the bell icon next to it so when I do post videos like this one, you'll get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. And then make sure you guys comment down below what you guys think about this whole Titan submersible wreckage and destruction that happened that claimed the unfortunate lives of 5 individuals. We've talked about when it comes to where they were, if they're going to find them. We've talked about spirit communication. Now it's first photos of actually seeing what the wreck looks like. So with that being said, let's take a look at this breaking news right now.
Breaking news, more than a week after the Titan submersible imploded, killing all 5 on-board crews in Canada have recovered pieces of the wreckage and brought them to shore.
How though?
Joining us now is NBC News correspondent
It's so far down.
Ron Allen. Ron, walk us through what we're seeing in these newly released photos and how were crews able to actually recover this debris?
There's been a crew out on a salvage ship out there in the North Atlantic for the last 10 days or so, using an underwater robotic device, which is the device that was used to find the wreckage in the first place.
Which is what they should have used to look at it.
They've been able to lift it from the bottom of the Atlantic, some 12 to 13,000 feet deep on the bottom, near the wreckage of the Titanic, which is, again, 2.5 miles down or so. And they've brought some of this to the surface. It appears to be pretty big chunks. It's wrapped in tarps and other material. It's unclear exactly which pieces of the Titan craft it is.
It's like the back.
Some of it appears to be part of the nose cone or the back cone. And again, they're fairly significant sized chunks, which is a bit surprising because remember there was what was described as a catastrophic implosion about an hour and 45 minutes into its voyage, its journey down.
You can see that first image right there is like the whole underbelly in the front of it, of all those cords and ropes and electrical stuff like that. So
into the depths of the Atlantic last week, killing 5 people aboard. But it's somewhat remarkable. They've been able to pull this wreckage up. The operation out there is over, we understand.
Are they going to try and piece it together?
Now this will all be turned over to investigators who are trying to determine what caused this to happen.
Yeah, Ron, walk us through what we know about how investigators will approach determining what happened here.
It appears the U.S. Coast Guard is going to take the lead on this. Remember, it happened in international waters, but an area where the U.S. was patrolling and doing search and rescue operations.
So the cone itself stayed intact. So it didn't go, it just probably popped off. Because when we looked at how they were like sealed inside there, they were ratcheted, like just a normal ratchet. Like that's all I saw was a normal ratchet that kept them in there. So this thing just probably blew off the front of it when the whole other part of the main hub just went. So this is the sub, okay? Sub. Cone. So this went like this. I gotta take this off. So this went like this. This cone blew off because it's completely intact.
The Canadians are also involved in this. Remember, it's
Look
a
at it!
national operation. The victims are from several different countries, and again, this was in international waters. The focus is on
this is the piece. So this is the piece that was right here that attached itself to this cone, and then the back half was back here. So that piece that we're looking at right now was right here.
Craft itself. Remember, there were warnings.
The carbon fiber hull is what imploded.
And there were concerns raised about its construction, about the material that it's made out of carbon fiber. The pilot of the ship, the CEO of the company.
See, you see the cone, that big huge silver piece that goes around it. That part didn't implode because it just went, and this went. exactly what I thought happened.
Had been warned and criticized by people in the maritime industry who suggested that this was not the way to do this kind of voyage, even though he had done this about 12 times. This was the 13th journey down to the Titanic. But a lot of focus on the design, the materials, and
look at it. So this right here, you see it right here. If you can see my mouse, this is where the cone used to be, or that silver piece. So this is where the hull is, where they used to be inside there.
This should have even happened. Again, the U.S. Coast Guard taking the lead, looking even also at whether there should be any criminal actions taken as a result of all this. Ellison?
Ron Allen, thank you.
Ocean Gate should get sued. I'm sorry, but that's
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news.
I think they should get sued. Because if you think about it, they went against a whole bunch of different protocols. So look at that. That sucker is completely intact still. You can see it. So this was the back of it. Three bags carrying unknown parts. This robot did a good job picking everything up. Look at that. That's the whole back unit. I'd hate to be the person that's with this back segment of the carbon fiber hull. Why did they use carbon fiber? I understand it being light and buoyancy and stuff like that, but it obviously didn't work. Yep, there's the landing frame that was underneath it. Wow. I'm flabbergasted. It just seems like they did so many cuts and so forth just to get this underway. It says photos showed metal pieces from the sub covered in tarps before the crane lifted them. It imploded about 90 minutes into the dive to view the famous 1912 shipwreck, which sits at the depth of 3,800 meters, 1,250 feet in the North Atlantic Ocean. The submersible constructed included at least one titanium end cap, a titanium ring, and a carbon fiber cylinder. I guarantee that titanium didn't implode. That was the good part. The carbon fiber, no. The debris brought ashore on Wednesday appeared to include at least one titanium end cap. They pretty much have like 80% of the sub. Do we know where they are? Did they? Because looking at this thing that imploded, it doesn't look like what I thought. Like it would be like a crumpled can. It looks like it just blew apart. So obviously that means that people probably either got sucked out, squished, but not pulverized. I don't think they would have gotten pulverized. Because looking at all these images right now, like if you look at them, if I pop them up here again for you guys can see right here. Looking at this, they don't look pulverized like we originally thought they would. So, yep, see right here. Here's if I bring this bigger. So there's that titanium M cap. There's one. The one ring was right here. There's the ring right there. The landing frame. The tail cone that we saw, the piece is right here, the bottom. So we're missing like this back half of the cone. I don't see any of the propellers. I think the propellers are completely gone. So far, 5 major pieces have been found below the surface in large debris fields near the bow of the Titanic. According to the last update from the U.S. Coast Guard, the agency has launched an investigation into the cause of this Titan disaster, which is in initial phase. Officials say that they will try to establish what caused the implosion, making recommendations to prevent future tragedies. Yeah, don't build it out of carbon fiber. That just talks about the people that passed on, which we already know about. Jessica Parker explores how the search for the Titan submersible unfolded in devastation outcome. Obviously, this is James Cameron, the director of the Titanic and so forth. But again, looking farther into this, I mean, carbon fiber is definitely strong. Don't get me wrong. It's strong, but it's flexible, okay? I've seen carbon fiber at some points, and you can give it a little bit of weight, but not a lot. It's good because it's strong at lightweight, but it's nowhere near strong like titanium. Okay? Look at the titanium. Not even a scratch on it. Not even folded. Not even destroyed, okay? It's not steel. It's titanium. They send that stuff to outer space. I mean, it doesn't have the pressure like the water does because it's zero gravity and all that stuff, but still, it just makes me so... I think OceanGate needs to be either sued by the families for negligence on safety precautions, safety features, not testing it, because they tested it like in shallow waters. They didn't go like deep kind of thing. And it just bugs me because of the kid. I mean, yeah, unfortunately we lost the billionaires. It's very sad that people died. Death is not good at all, okay? But the kid did not want to go. I've read how many different things. The kid was just doing it to please his father, which is a lot of us want to do. We want to make our parents happy. We want to make our parents proud. We want to, and sort of like that. So that's all he was doing. But something has to be happening when it comes to pointing the finger at somebody. The CEO is gone. I found out that the CEO or the Stockton guy, where is it? I can't remember. Is it Stockton Rush? Is that the one? Where his wife is a descendant from one of the grandparents. Like, it was like their great granddaughter. Her family was on the Titanic that died. Like, this is just a ring around kind of thing. So there were 61, 58, 48, 19, and 77. So make sure you guys comment your thoughts down below of your theories of what happened during the implosion. Obviously, they're going to investigate more what caused it, what started it, I'm surprised they don't have a black box on this thing. Like, to hear what happened the final minutes, because it only lasted 90 minutes and then it imploded. I'm surprised that, like I said before, didn't have a black box, didn't have cameras on it inside. I don't know why they haven't done that. But again, comment your thoughts down below. I think I'm going to be done with the videos on this when it came to the Titan sub. It's more depressing than anything. But you guys let me know down in the comments. Do you want me to keep doing these videos? When we find out the actual results, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So keep it real, keep it safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.